I swear, sometimes I don't even know why people sign up to be teachers in the first place, because this is ridiculous! Hi my lovelies, it's Rebecca Rogers. Welcome back to another episode of We Just Can't Make This Stuff Up. If you've never joined us before, welcome. I hope you're ready to not only laugh, but have your mind blown. Because today, teachers just can't make this stuff up. I asked my Facebook and Instagram followers, hey teachers, what are some things that have happened at work that make you just think, whoa, I just can't make this stuff up? And here are 15 of their answers. I teach life skills for 7th through 12th graders, and I had a parent ask me to talk to their child about wiping their butt better after using the bathroom and the amount of toilet paper he uses at home. 7th to 12th graders? Mom, that sounds like a you problem. In what world would it be appropriate for a teacher to talk to a teenager about wiping their butt? I don't need to know that side of students' lives. Very happy keeping that barrier and those boundaries just in place. One of my 10th graders found a fresh rabbit skeleton outside and for some reason thought it would be a great idea to pick it up and bring it in my classroom. Why? What was the reason? I know not everyone is as much like I'm a huge animal person, but even if you're not, why would you want the bones? That's a no for me, dog. Poor Bundy. I had a mom tell me during a conference that she lets her 6-year-old play with the urn of her sister's ashes. I feel like the goal here was to keep the sister in everyone's lives and on everyone's thoughts, and that's sweet. Y'all know I don't have kids, and I always like to put that little disclaimer out there, but I don't know about having the 6-year-old play with the ashes. I mean, just a practical idea. What if the 6-year-old accidentally dropped them and it broke? I feel like that would be a problem. And we know 6-year-olds are not the most responsible beings. I feel like it's much safer to keep it on the mantle, maybe encourage the kids to tell their sister about their day or things like that. Maybe not play with the urn. But again, I've never had that experience. I've never cremated a family member. I don't have kids. Is that something that you guys deem as reasonable? Would you guys do that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. One day, I was walking down the hall to the photocopy room when I saw a 4th grade boy walk out of the bathroom completely naked. I asked, what's going on? And he said, he pooped. I asked, was it in your pants? He said, no, it was in the toilet, but he needed help wiping up. 4th grade? Again, I don't have kids, and I've heard that, kids, especially boys, can have issues with accidents and things like that throughout elementary years and things like that. But they should know how to, go to the bathroom on their own without assistance. I feel like that's a reasonable thing to request of a 4th grader. There's a difference between criticism because he has accidents and criticism because he does not wipe his own butt. I don't know of any medical situations where a kid wouldn't be able to do that on his own. At least not without needing to be in some kind of special education program, and it doesn't look like he was because he didn't have a teacher or anyone with him, so... What I do know is if I was the teacher that saw him in the hallway, not my problem. Nope. I'm sure there's gonna be some Susan out there that's like, that's why you're a terrible teacher. You know what, Susan, I'm so happy that you would wipe the butts of all the random strange little boys that you find, but that's not gonna be me. Nope, not today. My high school student just did not understand why I couldn't be his prom date. He was very serious about it. I even had to go to the principal over the situation. He just wouldn't quit. I feel like there's a really big problem with people sexualizing teachers, having these weird fantasies of dating their teachers. That's gross. That's not cute. That's not, no. I get comments all the time whenever I post any kind of photo where I feel really pretty or confident or whatever, and I get,
oh, if you were my teacher when I was younger, I totally would have paid attention in class. Can I get detention with you?
That's gross. That's not a compliment. When you argue and you're like, oh, well, it's just a compliment, take the compliment. You're assuming that grown women love when little kids think that they're attractive. That's not something that people want, okay? Most grown adults aren't just, yeah, these kids sexualize me. That's not a thing. And the few that do are labeled as pedophiles. Let's not glorify pedophilia, okay? Let's not do that. Some thoughts are inside thoughts. Inside. We don't need them getting out. The other day, I had to tell my 5th graders to stop licking tables. Reason 903, I don't have kids. I bet that was a cute face. You're welcome. Elementary school teacher here. I was helping a group of students when all of a sudden I hear a kid right behind me burst into laughter. Apparently, while I was helping the other kids, the boy behind me took some scissors and cut a hole in the bottom of my dress. I guess I didn't notice because I'm used to the kids tugging on it for my attention. And I guarantee the teacher was not reimbursed for having to throw the dress away. Jimmy destroyed your clothes. Sorry, out of luck. Because teachers can definitely afford to just buy new dresses all the time when their kids destroy them. A parent once came to my classroom and handed me a book titled, How to Be an Adult. I've taught 2nd grade for 5 years. I'm almost 30. That's cold. That is such a passive-aggressive slap in the face. Wow. That's a whole new kind of insult. The Gretchens are evolving. That's painful. One of my high schoolers didn't want to take the test in our class, so he went to the bathroom. While he was there, he called the front office and said he was bringing a weapon onto campus to hurt people. We went on lockdown, of course. But when it was found to be a false alarm, I got written up because he used the phone while in my class. How does that make any sense? The kid has to go to the bathroom. The kid didn't say, hey teacher, can I go to the bathroom to threaten the school? No, he just has to go to the bathroom and the teacher let him. And I guarantee if he asked to go to the bathroom and the teacher said no, all the Karens in the comment would be like,
Teachers are like prison wardens. Don't let children go to the bathroom.
How was this teacher supposed to know that instead of going to the bathroom, the kid was gonna call the school and file a threat? We just can't make this stuff up. A student once tried to convince me his doctor prescribed him vape breaks, so he would need to go outside every so often to vape. What doctor is gonna prescribe a teenager vapes? They're so bad for you. And I totally get there are people out there who do it, and that's fine. That's none of my business. My point is, no doctor is gonna tell a kid, oh yeah, you have to do this multiple times a day. I swear these kids think we're stupid. I had a very young student say she had an entire bottle of hand sanitizer to share with the class. She pulled out a container of Vagisil, squirted some in her hand, and started to pass it around for all the other kids to use. I intercepted that pretty quickly. Oh no. I bet the mom put the groceries on the countertop and the kid just grabbed the wrong one. I bet that was a very fun phone call after school. My colleague's son was in my class and she literally demanded I give her kid special treatment and a free A. She couldn't understand why I said no and threatened to take the issue to the principal because we take care of our own here. That is one of the worst things ever. Having a colleague's child in your classroom is either awesome or the worst thing in the world. I once had a colleague's kid in my room. I actually had my mentor's kid and he was great. He was very kind. He was a good kid. And it warmed my heart when my mentor was like, yeah, he loved your class. That was the best. But I know so many people who have had colleagues' kids in their class and they've just been the ultimate Karens. Some of the things that I've heard my coworkers demand of our colleagues who have like their kids as teachers. Talk about entitlement. A coworker of mine couldn't understand why I told him he needed to stop commenting on the body weights of his students, especially the female students. He said he didn't get what the big deal was. He was just trying to make sure they stayed healthy and either ate more or less depending on the kid. He just doesn't understand why that's not a good thing. What is wrong with you? Mind your dang business. Not the teacher telling him to stop, like the guy that's telling children that they should eat more or eat less. You're not their pediatrician. You're not their parent. That's not your business. I actually saw a teacher do this once, and I saw 2 teachers get into it in high school. My A-push teacher told a boy that he weighed too much. Oh, our AP English teacher, she came for him in the middle of class. She walked in, she said, that is absolutely unacceptable. Do not talk that way to him again. I was like, go Susan, go. She was a good Susan. I'll I'll just never understand people in general who feel the need to comment on other people's bodies. If you're that comfortable talking to someone like that when you don't have a personal relationship with them, I don't even want to think about how you talk to people that you are close to with. Did I accidentally forget to read 2 of the stories and end the video? Yeah. Listen, Linda, I don't wear my glasses when I record, okay? It just kind of skipped over the list on accident. I teach kindergarten, and I had a student who was using a glue stick as chapstick. Okay, I'm about to reveal an embarrassing story. Because that might have been a complete accident. That, I bet, is way more common than people would think. When I was in kindergarten, I remember, for whatever reason, we had snack time, and they're like, oh, you can finish your snack as we do this craft. And I was just mindlessly doing my stuff, putting some craft together. I don't even remember what it was. Meant to pick up my juice box. I think I accidentally picked up the glue and just like put it to my mouth, and I was like, oh, wait, my bad. Nope, that's not it. And it's not even that big of a deal, but for some reason, that's always stuck to me. I think it was one of those things where I just felt so dumb in that moment that I just never forgot it. But now I don't know if the kid meant to do it. It might have been an accident, but maybe he really thought it was chapstick. I don't know. Some high school students genuinely argued with me over whether or not Vietnam existed. They seriously thought I made it up. I've received too many stories about similar things, whether it be Vietnam or the North and South Koreas. These kids really think we're just making up countries. I never had a kid that thought I was making up a country. I did have a kid who genuinely thought Wakanda was a country. It really burst his bubble to tell him it wasn't real. That was 15 examples of teachers saying, we can't make this stuff up. I'm constantly trying to include other occupations and make people feel seen and just advocate for underappreciated careers all over the world. If there's a profession that you think that I should include next week or in a future week, let me know down in the comments. And also, I really want to know which of these 15 you think was the absolute craziest. I'm gonna share mine too, and I can't wait to hear yours. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you have to go get gas today, I hope there's no lines and you can just go in and out real quick. And thanks for joining me today. I'm really glad you guys were here. Until next time, bye my lovelies. Mwah.